All right, today I've come out to Harpers Ferry National Historic Park to hike the trail here. It's in this it's right by this little town, Harpers Ferry. That's just a little small section of it here. Pretty cool little town here in West Virginia. About an hour and a half from my house. Uh, I'm not sure exactly this trail. If I saw it right on my All Trails, it's going to be. It's 6.5 mile walk, 1,500 foot gain. It estimates 3.5 hours. So it's really busy. School's out now. There are a lot of people here. So it's going to be unlike the other days I've had where there's just been nobody around. So I'm going to start following my old trails. Hit this path. See where it takes me. See where it leads me. I'm not sure if it does a complete loop. We're going to find out. I got all day. It's really nice out here. Really nice day. Unlike last week, which was, in the mid 90s. This is about a 80-degree day right now. So let's get started. I think there's be a lot of interesting things along this trail to see. So, we'll get started. Nice little scenic view here. Sitting in the gap of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Beautiful. Again, this is going to be a lot of historical things out here for me to see today. As you can see, we have West Virginia, Maryland. Hopefully this comes off, and Virginia. Hard to see in the sun here. Really cool. Oops, I want to zoom out. Anyway. Yep, we'll be hitting some of the Appalachian Trail, which would be something I would love to do a through trek on the App Trail. Pretty little. It's like what they've turned an old train track, part of the train track, into pathway. Let's see if I can get this. Just want to get, see if I can move this around a little bit better. My little Osmo Pocket 3 here has a joystick to it, but it seems to be just zooming. So let me move this down a little bit, just like that. Very cool. So yeah, this might take me longer than 3.5 hours. There's so much to see around here. Like I said, it'll be busy today. Yeah, you can't see the other side of that. That means no path. I'm not going in there. Obviously, it leads out to the other side somewhere here. I don't know where that leads. Just gonna follow this, see what we got here. Damn, I don't know. That's interesting. I wonder what that was. Thought it came out there, but that's why I wouldn't go into a, or not that anybody would go into a dark tunnel. So, all right, got off the paved path. Now we're heading a little off-road. See where I go here. All right, just gonna start me out with a nice little elevation, but I'm off the pavement. I'm in a little bit of shade. Should help me out here. So what's this called? The Maryland Heights Trail. I guess it officially started on the dirt path. So again, very busy day. School's out. This is more of a tourist destination than any place I've been to yet because of the town of Harpers Ferry, which is a cool little town, as I was saying before. So let me kick this off and continue. Don't know if my last little check video came out, but this has been all uphill for almost a mile now. I don't know where that leads. All trails diverted me here to go this way on this Washington Heights Trail. I might be coming back down that way. I might be coming back down that way. I don't know yet. I don't know how you can see this. I mean, it's something to start this trail. It's been all uphill, which, you know, the positive side is the second half should be down. So we'll see. I don't know. This one, the start has been the toughest. All right. At least it's shaded. All right, I've come to a split, but I'm not going to head that way because it almost cuts it a little short. I'm heading back up the hill more because I want to get as much out of this as I can get. And again, it's called the Stone Fort Trail. To the left is a strenuous but rewarding hike to the summit. The route passes Civil War forts and campgrounds, scenic overlooks, and weathered charcoal heaths. Hearths. Or I can take the Overlook Cliff Trail to the right. It's a moderate but pleasant hike to scenic overlook of Harpers Ferry in the Shenandoah Valley. Damn, I'd love to see the Stone Fort Trail. I gotta decide how I want. I'm gonna look at my all trails, decide what I want to do. All right, this is the same mountain road that defeated federal troops descending on September 13th, 1862, despite a 6-hour resistance upon the crest against 2,000-man Confederate advance. Union defenders received orders at 3 p.m. to withdraw from Maryland Heights and to fall back to Harpers Ferry in good order. 40 hours later, with the capture of Harpers Ferry by Stonewall Jackson's Union commander, Colonel Dixon Miles, surrendered 12,500 men, including 2,000 defenders from Maryland Heights. So let's see what I want to do here. I'll tell you, again, this is, like I said, it's very historic. I got to look at all trails, see if I can kind of, which one I should take. Damn, I really want to see the old Civil War stuff, so we'll see. Okay, I got to go this way. It'll loop back around to that other trail. This is going to be a 3.3 mile trek. They claim it's 3 hours round trip. We shall see. I got all day. Let me go up this crazy. The path up to this point has been great. There's really wide, smooth surface. This is going to be a little bit more, as you can see. But we got to do the old Civil War type of trail. God bless those people, man, the back in the day, doing this stuff and fighting. I don't care what side they were on. Yeah, that's right. I don't care. But this is some stuff, man. Let me concentrate on my hike without slipping and falling. Oh my goodness. This is about as serious a trail as I've been on. This is not for someone who hasn't been hiking for a little while. Thankfully, the month or so before this has kind of prepped me, but damn, I'm still taking breaks, man. I wasn't expecting this. I just pick places. I don't really read up too much on them. I mean, I've still done it. But wow, I've been walking. Let me see where I'm at now. 2 miles, and about 95% it's been uphill. And it's taken me 50 minutes. Hoochie mama. This might be a long video. I know I shouldn't keep doing this, but I just keep showing. Let's see a little overlook here. Little history there. Oh boy. That was an excuse just to stop for a sec. But boy, oh boy. So it's interesting because I don't think I'm getting any break till I hit the summit of this trail. And I have no, you hear me breathing. I have no idea. So let me get back to it. I can't help it, man, to talk about this. It's incredible. I want to say, though, those troops didn't march up this way. I think they were coming down. Good Harpers Ferry's back down there behind me. And that's where they were headed. I can't imagine packing all that gear and walking this, but those guys probably walked so much. Hold that out a little bit. During that time. It's something, man. That's all I can keep saying. Yeah, sign's a little hard to see, but this area is Civil War campgrounds, and that's hard to see too because of all the growth. Guess they've never really kept up with keeping all this area clean, but it was one time a Civil War campground. I could see why. It's finally been leveled off for me after 2 miles. And the trail's gotten really small and narrow. Kind of beats walking all those rocks. It's all good now. You know, I always worry about wildlife. I don't know why, like in these parts of the country. Just don't want to be surprised by anything unexpected. Oh boy. I've only seen 2 people on this trail. So again, I would think I'd start seeing more people out because the schools are out, summertime. Here on the, what is this? July 2nd, I think. Feels good out. Feels so much better now, not going uphill, as I keep repeating myself about that. But cool area. So, I don't know how well we can see all these rocks here. It looks like it was an exterior of a fort. It's hard to read their little plaque here. It's so dirty. But I'm not going to bother you all with that. Breastworks? Could that have been the name of it? But I think this is a line they created. Down that way, someone's coming. That protected them from people coming from the north. So I'm heading on back up that way, but just wanted to take a little look at this. Again, Civil War guys built this up. Just thought I'd stop and show that. And nice wooden steps to lead me up. Oh, yes sir, yes sir. Those hammies are feeling it. Obviously, some other made fortified defenses type of thing, I guess. I don't know, maybe my sign over here will tell it. Oy! Nothing like rock climbing. Yeah, this is a stone fort. The Command Maryland Heights highest point, the Federals built on this massive foundation called the Stone Fort in the winter of 1862, 1863, 100 years before I was born. It's just always really weird feeling this. You can't see how it goes down. Knowing what was going on in this area at that time. That's obviously adds to this trail. It's just not a trail. There's some history out here. That's pretty cool. And real narrow trail now. All right. I know I keep doing this on my walks. I keep taking little snippets. I feel like there's some interesting things to see. Try to show them without making a half-hour video. I'm just happy not to be walking up, as I keep always saying. And I keep saying that. And I say all right a lot. All right. I think this is going to start turning us downhill and hooking up on another trail that I want to hit. See some overlook on that trail. I'll bring that to you when I get to it. I don't know how well this comes out, just looking at my mini screen, but man, this is what makes it worth it. Just beautiful. Just amazing. It's a crazy part of the trail, all the mountain rock. Let's see what this little sign has to say. There at one time was a 100-pound battery that sat up here. Union soldiers mounted a 100-pounder Parrott rifle on this man-made platform. With the mountain cleared of trees, the gun easily covered a 360-degree target range. This little sign here. Men from the 1st Massachusetts Heavy Artillery hauled up this 9,700-pound gun tube to 1,200 feet vertical to this platform. From 200 to 500 men were required to haul one of these guns up the mountain. The 100-pounder supporting platform was the highest and widest man-made gun platform on the mountain. The gun's weight and its elevation on the mountain probably made it the heaviest gun at the highest elevation east of the Mississippi during the Civil War. Unbelievable. I geek out on stuff like that. I'm not a Civil War buff, but maybe I can go on a little bit of rant here. Oh my God, there's a river. There's a breakdown that you can't see. A lot of good people sacrificed themselves for this country. And it's what gets you when you hear so many people want to take a dump on it, on the country, that is. Who would do that these days? Would I? I don't know. I have no idea. I guess, you do what you do at the time because that's all you know. But damn. We don't, again, I don't know if we give enough credit to these guys, to people, and what they do. Let me see here what I got. Looks like a little split. It's just a 100-pound battery. I'm not sure. Oh, a 100-pound battery site. That's what it says here. I don't know if that leads out to it. We'll take a little peek, because I think this is a little off trail. It's definitely off when you see all this, but people have been back here. I'm stuck. All right. Yeah, I can't really tell I'm off trail, so I'm gonna go back. But anyway, it's just incredible what they did for the time, the manpower required to do that. And I'm making this video way long by stopping and doing these things. Sorry if it's too long. Yep, sticker bushes, like berries. We used to, as kids, we just called them sticker bushes because they stick in you. Incredible stuff, guys. Sorry if this is boring and tedious. Just, you know, growing up in Maryland, I didn't visit a lot of Civil War sites, and there's so much around us to see. So when I come across something like this for the first time, I'm just kind of taken aback by it by a little bit. Like I said, again, maybe that's not a whole lot for people, but I find it very interesting. So anyway, let me continue walking on this baby. So I just finished that loop. I forget what it was called again. I'm calling it the Civil Trail Loop. Coming down is all downhill. Coming back's all downhill. The second half of that trail is all downhill, but it's a tougher trail to hit. Narrow path. Nothing like this one I'm getting ready to walk on. But it's definitely worth the trip. I'm glad I took it now instead of heading this direction to begin with. But you got to be careful coming down, because the path is it's a tough path even if you're going downhill. So I'm gonna head in this direction. I'm gonna head out in this other direction to see where this leads. But I think it goes to a certain point, and you got to walk it back. So I just want to recap that. All right, this is an area called the Maryland Heights. Jesus, forgetting the name. Tipper, goodbye. Maryland Heights, just overlooked, but beautiful, beautiful. It's amazing. Long way down too. There's another section I gotta climb back up over to get to. Show you that over there. Obviously, it's a big spot everybody comes to. Take a look out the scenery. Take a little walk down here. Awesome view. So it's really, again, some more of an awesome view. It's Harpers Ferry down there. Actually, when he's beginning this video, those train tracks. It's where I came in. Just unbelievable. I almost said something else up here. Well worth the trip to come and take a look at this. I just got to add just a little bit more. It's just well worth. It was well worth the hike for the day to come out and see this view. right, I guess everybody's seen enough. So nice. I guess I got to do a little bit of a selfie view. Amazing. All right, well, that wraps up my walk in Harpers Ferry. It's called the Maryland Heights Trail. Let me see here. I walked 6.9 miles in about 3 hours and 7 minutes. It takes, and I feel like it's like half mile to a mile exactly to get to from where I parked to get to the start of the hike, the start of the Maryland Heights Trail. And when I got up there, I liked that I did that Stone Fort Mountain Trail first. It was a tough trail. It's the hardest trail I've done since I've been doing these hikes. The whole thing total was the hardest day. And this is now my favorite place that I've been since I've been doing these. You've got to come down to Harpers Ferry. I don't know how much of these you can see in the background. It's a quaint little town. Quaint, who uses that word? It's a nice little town. It's got a lot of stuff going on that you could spend a day out here easily. Just walking through the town, hanging out. But so anyway, so I did the Maryland Heights Trail. I split off at the Stone Fort Trail, and it looped me back down around the Maryland Heights. Then I walked to that overview that you can see down in the city here, it's all just well worth it. Just everything I saw today, everything I had to do today. The Maryland Heights Trail itself is nice, wide trail. The Stone Fort Trail is tougher. It's more of the old, like a typical backwoods trail that you would think. The Maryland Heights Trail is definitely for tourists and people who really don't hike. And I have to say, if I'd have started out here, the very first hike I ever did, I would have really been gassed and had a hard time making it through. But I think this past month and a half doing all this has helped me. It helped me come here. Definitely going to come back here. And there's actually a couple miles up the road is a really nice brewery. And I'm not thinking the name of it right now that I've been to, that you can overlook that Potomac River and all that scene out there. But man, it's just a good time out here today. I'm glad I took the time to come out here. It's about an hour and a half from my house. When I left my home, it was downpour, but it's been a bright, sunny, beautiful day out here. Just so well worth taking the time, coming outside, detaching from all the noise. It's just well worth it. But anyway, it's definitely, can't repeat enough, a place that everybody should come visit if you like hiking. But make sure you're in good shape and good condition. I think I saw some people on this trail. I'm sure they were going to have a hard time with it. I'm sure they didn't, I knew it was going to be a strenuous trail, much more so than I thought. So I wonder how many tourists come out here and start walking that and then start going, whoa. Because again, that first 2 miles, at least 2.5 miles, was all uphill. Try to flip this around, give you a look. Way up there in the mountains. Mountain views. Again, this is part of this town. The block or two. It's got a couple city blocks two away. So anyway, try not to make this too long like I've done. And sorry for all the all rights that I say. But again, until next week's Walkout Wednesday,